Welcome once again to Musings by Danon. Today we have a special episode. The first person to ever sponsor a video on any of my channels is a young man named Waflles. Waflles has been a supporter for so long, we've just reached an anniversary of sorts. Today marks his 50th video. For this one, he asked that I recommend a series for him, based on the series he's had me watched or read over the last several years. Well, I decided to one-up him. We won't have one, we'll have 5. Now, Waflles doesn't want to read fan-translated series. He prefers to buy the official releases, and I can't blame him for that. So for this list, I have to suggest 5 series that I'm not sure he's read that I think he would enjoy. Also, he wanted to be surprised, so we didn't discuss any of these beforehand. Starting off, we have one that just got announced but hasn't been released yet. Mane Mane Nichi Nichi is the newest series by Soichiro Yamamoto, the author of Teasing Master Takagi-san. I know for a fact that Waflles loves slice of life series, and he adored Takagi-san. This series is about the managers of a baseball team. All 3 girls became the managers for different reasons. Nagisa Akane wants to become popular, so she figured that being a manager of the baseball team would be a quick path to popularity. She, of course, doesn't realize how popular she already is, which is part of what makes her so charming. Himeyama Yuki is dating one of the members of the baseball team, and even though she looks sweet and innocent, she is the most worldly of the trio. Now, neither of these girls really know anything about baseball. Meanwhile, Ichinose Karina loves baseball. She's been a fan all her life. She's a gyaru, and the complete opposite of Himemiya when it comes to romance. She is adorably innocent. This is a slice of life series that is low stress, very funny, and very cute. Just 3 girls trying to do their best for their own reasons. The problem is, Yen Press announced the licensing for this series at Comic-Con last month, so we don't even have a release date. But keep an eye out for this one, Waflles. I know you'll love it. Dungeons exist. This is not an isekai, this is Earth. For some reason, dungeons started appearing. Kaito, our main character, has been trying his best to earn money by killing slimes on the first floor of the dungeon, but he hasn't had much luck. Sometimes he even loses to the slimes. They can be tricky after all. One day he gets a treasure and decides to use it, not knowing that if he had sold the thing, he could have retired and lived like a king for the rest of his days. The item? A summon card. The summon? A goddess. Not an angel, not a Valkyrie, a goddess. In fact, the first time she uses her attack spells, she almost breaks the dungeon. Great, I can't believe how strong she is. I can kill lots of slimes and make lots of money, right? Except that the goddess eats monster cores, the very thing he sells to make money. So now he has to worry about feeding his goddess and earning money so he can feed himself. And wouldn't you know it, he finds another summon card. But this one is a devil. Will a goddess and a devil be able to get along? And why did the dungeons appear in the first place? I missed this anime when it first aired because the manga adaptation I was reading had a different translated title, but this series is very cute, and it also has some good world building. I think Waflles will enjoy it. This one we're actually reading this month for Manga Club, but Waflles is notorious for forgetting or getting too busy, so I'm doubling down on this series just for him. I actually recorded this video prior to our monthly Manga Club meeting, so I don't know if he actually did read it this month or not, but I'm going to double down on it anyway. I've referred to this manga as having a trap title, and I don't mean that in the homophobic sense, I mean that in the D&D sense. You think the title is about something, and then you actually read it and you're like, oh, okay. Sojiro is a samurai and his new wife is very cute. They've been married for a month, but Chiyo, his new wife, only has a fake smile plastered on her face. He can't get a read on her emotions no matter what he says. She seems pleasant enough, but he's worried that he married above his station, and he's not wealthy enough to bring Chiyo the life she deserves. Chiyo isn't having thoughts like that at all. Her husband is strong, honest, honorable, and handsome. I mean, look how his muscles ripple as he grips his katana. Chio starts drooling over her husband's arm, but catches herself before he can catch a glimpse, the fake smile once again returning. The reason Chio wears a fake smile is because it is all she can do to contain herself over how excited she is, and it would be inappropriate to display her true feelings in public. This series is very cute and wholesome, with lots of good humor throughout. I know Waflles will enjoy it if he gives it a shot, as has just about everyone I've ever recommended it to. This is another one we've had as a manga club, but it's from a couple of years ago, and now the series is complete. A rather short read with only 5 volumes, but the series is adorable and cute. Fiori-san appears to be a Yankee, but she just has really bad RBF. That's resting bitch face for those who don't know. Some people, when they relax their face, look like they're glaring at someone. Both Cute Stuff and I have really bad RBF, so we relate to Fiori-san. Additionally, she has blonde hair. Why? Because she thought it was cute. She's wearing a baseball jacket because she likes baseball, not because she's a delinquent. So even though she checks all the boxes for being the school bully, she's a sweet girl with a heart of gold. She just looks scary. Seriously, I know no one is talking about this series because it ended a few years ago, but if you haven't read it, go check it out. My 5th and final recommendation for Waflles is Dungeon Friends Forever. Once a month, like clockwork, Van would fight his way to the bottom of the dungeon so he could hang out with his childhood friend Ryuka. Why does Ryuka live at the bottom of the dungeon? She's the boss of the dungeon and a black dragon. Years ago, when she was just a small dragon, Van found her in the woods near his house. He nursed her back to health and brought her home. She didn't want him to leave, and to help mollify her, Van promised to come back and visit her every month. And he kept that promise. Over the years, Van became strong enough to fight his way through the dungeon and see Ryuka pretty much at will. Not even the 4 idiots, the chief 4 administrators of the dungeon, can stop him, even when working together. Van has passed beyond the realm of heroes into something approaching the divine. One day, he stops by the dungeon, but instead of staying the night, as he has been doing for years, he leaves after a couple of hours. Ryuka is shocked. "Why are you leaving so soon?" Van smacks his forehead. "Oh, I forgot to tell you. I moved. I can come see you every day now instead of just once a month." And so begins the daily misadventures of a man who has surpassed heroes and his childhood friend, the boss of a dungeon. Now, if that wasn't enough to convince you to read this, the 4 idiots are the best part of this manga. Their commentary and fetishes are on full display, and it is a delight to read. Well, I hope that Waflles at least likes one of these. Statistically, he should, but you never know. Yes, I've done 49 videos for him in the past, but his taste is all over the place. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. There are several tiers to choose from. You can pick an anime or manga for me to do a video about, or you can join our monthly manga club. I also want to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waflles, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alex, Robert, Pi, Kazaris, Patrick Boomy, Osirus Leech, Luke, Mr. Salty, Daniel Zombie, Brian Waka, Talathia Azander, Michael, and John. You guys are awesome. I post anime or manga videos often, or you can click here to watch additional videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Musings by Danon.